morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a look at what is going on with a brand new product we've not seen before. And if I'm feeling spicy, might even show you the world's promo at the end of this video as well. Even though if I am, it's already on the thumbnail, so you already know, but shh, we're going to have a chat about that as well. But starting off, we've got the Tera Brawlers Premium Collection, which is a product I'm fairly sure we've not had before. And what we've got here are 5 Tera EXs and 9 booster packs. And a code card as well, if that's what you're into. Seems at the moment to be a GameStop exclusive, and it is selling for $70 and releasing on the 16th of August. Now, I'm going to tell you right at the beginning, this is a kind of product we've seen before, where what I'm going to tell you is, this is a great product to pick up on sale. I'm not saying don't pick it up if it's not on sale, but I am saying that this is the kind of product we've seen a lot that ends up going on sale and then becomes an absolute bargain. So I'm not saying don't pick it up if it's not on sale, but I am saying if you do see it on sale, this is one that I would prioritize because this one looks awesome. Sound like a plan? Excellent. Now, one of the things that's important to note here, do we have any exclusive promos? And the answer seems to be no. It doesn't seem like there's any cards in here which are exclusive to the product. We do get 5 Tera EXs, but the only one we can see there is Greedent in terms of actually having a good look at the bottom left-hand corner. And if we have a look at Greedent there, we can see very clearly it is the Obsidian Flames numbering. Now, that doesn't mean it's not cool, but it does mean that it's not exclusive. These are cards we found elsewhere. If we have a look at the back of the box, it says this: reach for the top with Tera Pokemon EX. With glittering Tera jewels upon their heads and strong attacks at their disposal, Tera Pokemon EX can take your battles to the next level. Some of them even have different types than usual, so your opponents will have to think carefully before they attack. Discover the brilliance of the terrestrial phenomenon in this Power Pack set, featuring 5 different Tera Pokemon EX and a big stack of booster packs. And then it says which ones you get and 9 booster packs on the back. Cool. So you get 9 packs for $70 along with these 5 EXs. So value-wise, 9 packs for $70 is not it. Like, if we ignore the promos, you definitely shouldn't ignore the promos. But if you ignore the promos, that's $7.78 a pack. So if you assume $5 a pack, then that means that you're basically paying $25 for the promos. About $5 per promo, $5 per pack. That's what we're looking at here in terms of a rough value approximation. So, it's cool, but there's nothing new or exclusive here. It's a repack for GameStop, which is very cool, and I like it, but I do worry that at full price, you need to want the promos. Now, if these are ones you want, oh, it's amazing. If not, well, my opinion changes somewhat. Now, in terms of the cards, by far the best one we've got here is, of course, Charizard. It is your Tera Charizard, the one from Obsidian Flames. Pre-Temporal Forces, it was like the best deck in the format, hands down. With Temporal Forces, it was the most played deck in the format, though, especially towards the end, it was, shall we say, not winning everything. And with the advent of Twilight Masquerade, it's still a good, viable deck. There were plenty of people that day 2'd and got good results with it over at the North American International Championships this past weekend, but it's not the best deck in the format anymore. It's a very, very good card. When you evolve into it, you get to attach free fire energy from your deck to your Pokemon in any way you like, and it's got a really good attack that does more damage the later the game goes, the more prizes your opponent takes. It's a very cool card, but it has been released a couple of times, and we have already seen it in 2 different sets, so you have been warned. The other one that I really, really like here is Skeledirge. I am a big fan of Skeledirge EX, the Tera version. Came around in Paradox Rift, And basically, you can discard a basic fire energy from your hand, and all of your Pokemon's attacks do 60 more damage this turn. I adore this. And it doesn't say you can only use one Incendiary Song during your turn. So yes, you absolutely could if you got multiple of these out, and they are stage 2, so I get it. But if you were to get multiple of these out, then you would actually be doing multiple times 60, which I think is pretty gosh darn good. Greedent's a fun one that started life as a promo over in Japan. And we've got Never Ever Enough. Let's look at the top 3 cards of your deck and either draw them or discard them and draw another 3. And then free energy, 2/10, can't use it next turn. Love the first attack, but I'm not loving that it has to be turn 2 after you've already evolved. So I'm not sure that one is as good as I want it to be. Though I do really think there is some potential there for Skeleturge. We've also got Dragonite coming in here, the dragon version of Dragonite, obviously. And that's a 1, 2 energy, 140, flip a coin if heads 280. Fun, some potential, but the fact that it's a stage 2 with 2 awkward energy and you have to flip a heads kind of tells you everything you need to know about it. And then we've got Dedenne, which was one of the earlier Tera Pokemon. This one came around back in Paldea Evolved. Lets you move all damage counters from one of your Pokemon, or benched, to your opponent's active. So there's a real niche use, and it is a basic Pokemon, so niche uses are fine. But there's a real niche use here, whereby if there's one of your Pokemon that's super close to being knocked out but isn't, you can completely heal them while taking a KO. It's been out for a while and hasn't seen any play, which again might tell you what you need to know about it. But I just think it's neat, frankly. I just think it's neat. So, that's that one. I think I've laid it out quite nicely. It's quite an expensive box if you're not specifically after those 5 cards, but you do get 5 guaranteed Terra X's and a mess of packs. It's going to be a great present for kids with the guaranteed Terra X's. And then, of course, like I say, these products, I'm not guaranteeing, I'm not promising or anything silly like that, but I am saying these do tend to find their way on sale a fair bit, so keep your eyes open, because if this one does, oh, this is going to be a great bargain pickup. I expect at some point to be making a video about Pokemon TCG bargains featuring this. But we also had a big surprise over the weekend, and that was a reveal of the Worlds promo this year. Now, the fact that it is Paradise Resort is not a surprise. Essentially, for those of you following along at home, 2011 and 2012, we had Tropical Beach. A Worlds exclusive promo that could only be picked up if you actually went and qualified for the World Championships, which was a massive problem because not everybody did, and it was a crazy playable card. Let you draw until you had 7 cards in your hand at the cost of ending your turn. And yeah, that was a huge problem, frankly, because the price absolutely skyrocketed. So then they pivoted, and right up until and including London, they gave us Champions Festival, which was supposed to be the answer. The point of this was supposed to be, yeah, well, this is unplayable. Like, once during your turn, if you've got a full bench, you can heal 10 from all of your Pokemon. This isn't a good card. This is terrible. And then people started hyping it up in Gardevoir lists, and actually it did become a little bit playable, and then that became a little bit of a problem. So they had to pivot again, and last year they pivoted to Paradise Resort, the whole point of which was it was about the least playable card imaginable. The retreat cost of each Psyduck in play is reduced by 1. And then they've doubled down with Paradise Resort this year, although I've got to tell you, there is an argument to be made that this is a really good blank stadium. That is to say, if you want a counter stadium to counter what your opponent's doing, but you don't want to give your opponent any benefit whatsoever, because any other stadium, there is a chance, a small chance most of the time, but there is a chance that your opponent actually is able to take advantage of the festival you play. Well, there is an outside chance for that. The theory is that Paradise Resort is such a bad card that actually It's just unplayable, and it's never going to end up being good. That's the theory. So that's where they've gone here. Is it going to work? I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out later. For the past year, it's seen no play. Maybe they have nailed it. As for the new card, I like it. I really like it. Because you've got wonderful artwork of a bunch of Pokemon surfing. You've got Golden Go with a Malasada there for some reason. You've got Lechonk surfing on a Mantine for some reason. You've got Finizen poking out of the back there. I just love it. It is a very cool Worlds promo. And I kind of want the surfboard Pikachu's on, even though it's Bruxish. And no one really likes Bruxish, but apparently it makes a good surfboard. I like this one. I'm a big fan. And look, Hawaii surfing, yeah, I get it. Although, I gotta say, I don't know how many people notice this, but there is a real throwback here to the old Worlds promo, what we had many, many years ago, Tropical Tidal Wave. Like, look at the Worlds 2010 Tropical Tidal Wave. Look at the Worlds 05 Tropical Tidal Wave. Look at the Worlds 06 Tropical Tidal Wave. It's got Munchlax on. I like that one. Point is, there were 3 years where Tropical Tidal Wave was a thing, where that was our Worlds promo, and this is blatantly, it was Worlds 05, 06, and Worlds 2010. And this seems to be a real callback to them. So yay! I'm a fan. Now I need to worry about actually getting a copy of it. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about both the Tera Brawlers Premium Collection and what you think about this new Worlds promo. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. And get shoutouts on the channel like the lovely AB3, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.